bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to the...
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 15. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. K.J. Wright gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Carr. Here's a diving catch right side. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And some room to run now. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Drake. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Carr. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On second down, Eckler. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here now Roberts. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Herbert on first down now. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 36, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. To return is Roberts. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the left.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 141 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Drake. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Bird here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. 2nd and 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returnable here from the 38. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. play fake. Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Carr to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Carr going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the